some of my colleagues on the other side of the aisle that upset me. Actually, this is a solution to a situation that occurred in Senator Rezin's district, where a large building with batteries that were stored burnt to the ground. It was a very expensive cleanup, and the municipality had to pick up the cost of that. The amendment essentially aligns with BESS, B-E-S-S, Battery Energy Storage Facility, to mirror the language that has been we've seen in DCEO for their battery storage legislation. There was some consternation, as I said, about small business, and I want to, for the record, clarify that this doesn't impair or impede any kind of small business.
I think the consternation came in regard to an amendment that was added in the House, and I think it was proposed by the auto salvage industry. And so the amendment in the House requires now that the battery storage companies have to register as an auto salvage company in order to be able to store the batteries. And that unfortunately knocks out a lot of small businesses that would have engaged in this battery storage. And that unfortunately has cost some of us who might have supported this bill previously to now just say that it's become a bad bill for small businesses. And so for that reason, I'll be voting no.
Senator, can you explain why the registration falls under this category?
Right now, there are recyclers that are registered that are already specialized in these kinds of operations that are typically the better equipped to handle these volatile EV battery disassemblies, if you will. This language doesn't require storage sites to expand operations. It's typically already registered vehicle recycling or automotive.
Senator Rezin.
Thank you. To the bill, please.
To the bill.
I commend the sponsor for carrying this bill. I think a perfect example sometimes of why we need regulation in new areas, such as regulating the disposal of EV battery, is because of what did happen in my hometown, Morris, Illinois. Several years ago, there was a person who was illegally storing all kinds of EV batteries in a warehouse in town. No one knew that this was happening. The batteries caught on fire. There were over 400,000 pounds of illegally stored EV batteries in this warehouse that no one knew were there until the fire started. And when the fire started, they had to evacuate half of the town for an entire week because of the danger that from the fire. And if you talk to the fire department, because it was such a unique situation, they did not know how to put this fire out. In fact, now my local fire department is the expert in the country on how to put these fires out because it's never happened before. And they travel the country explaining how to put out large-scale battery fires.